Welcome to sportsbookreview.com. I'm Flash, and it's Champions League. It's here. This is where we really get off to a flying start. I cannot wait, because this is where we make money year after year after year. And obviously after this video, we're going to be going for the Europa League. Now, I wanted to have Martin and La Liga lowdown for Champions League, but I've been outvoted, and they've told me I've got to have Alex and Tan. Obviously Tan, European football maestro, and the man who knows everything about the Eastern European football and every other soccer football in the world. We've got Alex. Now, if you like this video, then please subscribe, press the button, ring the bell. Ring the bell means that we've already notified you, and you'll be able to sit back and have every piece of content. If you press the link in description, that'll take you over to the articles of Champions League, Europa League, all the soccer leagues, and every single sport that we cover on SBR. How are you doing, gentlemen? I'll come to you first, Alex. Champions League puts a smile on the face because I want to get away from the mundane leagues of Spain, Italy, Germany, and England.
It wasn't that bad.
It was bad.
It was bad, but it wasn't that bad. We are still there, just 4 weeks in the bag for us. Champions League is here. Many interesting matchups this week. First round, many value bets. I have 7. Imagine that you requested 5. I gave you 7 because I'm a good guy and I want to serve some winners this week.
Okay, and on the other side, I would say either your husband or your wife. But this morning, I don't think he's had his Weetabix. Tan, how are you, sir?
All fine. What is, first of all, I want to thank Ray Parlour, because he couldn't be with us, so we had to have a Flash in his place. While no, why this morning? I didn't catch exactly what about this morning.
What about what?
You said about this morning? I didn't catch it.
Yeah, exactly. You've not. Yeah. This morning you never had your Weetabix, because I can see you're a bit grumpy.
No, I'm not grumpy. Just because before you called me, I lost my phone. But this is not in the matter of interest of our viewers. In the matter of interest of our viewers is that finally Champions League is bad. All these things all mixed together. Is Champions League back? Is the champions? Doesn't matter what happens in the league, to be honest. What matters is what comes now. And we have so many groups in which already there are so many clashes that are counting already a lot, or that will be anyway head-to-head that will count already. So it's not like it takes time to pump up. There are many encounters that are already pretty, in my opinion, can be pretty relevant for what will be the final display. Some groups are cropped into 2, so you know already, or you understand already, who are the 2 advancing and the 2 not. But for this reason, when the 2 that are so largely the main favorite encounter, means that the game is very tense. And it is happening already with these guys. Is happening, for example, this week, and also with this guy is happening already for this week. So many things to talk about.
Yeah, and congratulations,
just to mention before we start, we go into the action, that we salute everybody that is watching us right now. Vitalus is saying that he lost his house after the bankers from last weekend. Thank God that he had many houses after the previous bankers that came in. So we are good there on that part. And Dina, no, I'm not a Chelsea fan. I just have their t-shirt from the time that Eden Hazard, who is on my back, was playing for their football club.
Okay, well, thanks for that, Alex. I thought a few bankers came in over the weekend. And by the way, Tan, I'm not going to milk you, but another 4-1 weekend in Serie A. You are certainly on fire. Well done, my friend. Right, here we go. Let's kick off. We're going to come to you first, Alex. We're going to have Dynamo Kyiv versus Juventus.
Oh my God! Yeah, this is one of the good value picks. Juventus traveling in Ukraine for a very tough fixture after that horrible show against Crotone. Yes, with a red card. Yes, with some golden opportunities missed. Yes, with missing many of their players. But let's consider that those players that missed in Crotone's games, they will miss also in this away match in Kyiv, in Ukraine, a very tough place to visit for everybody over the Champions League season and the Europa League season. So places like Ukraine, Russia, or
there
even
is your
farther.
fellow Romanian in Kiev.
This is what I want to say. My fellow Romanian Mircea Lucescu, that did history with Shakhtar Donetsk, winning 8 leagues in the past years. Who made history in that country. Now he went and now he's managing Dynamo Kyiv. Imagine.
He's a 75. 75.
He's the oldest coach in Champions League, and I think that around Europe right now, he's the oldest coach.
You want to know some weird fact?
No,
not too weird.
Okay.
Okay, what I want to say that he's doing a brilliant job there. What I want to say is that they will make it really tough for Juventus. I don't want to even to consider to play the winner's market in this game. The value is on Dynamo Kyiv, if you ask me. I'm seeing them finding the back of the net against Juventus. Even with all their stars, I think that they are not performing at their best. So how the Serie A league is shaping right now, I think that Inter, Milan, Napoli will all fight for that title in Serie A. But here is a both teams to score type of game. I really like it. 1.9 with Supriaga and Tsigankov. Tsigankov is the one that scored against Germany in the international break. Against Spain, sorry, when Ukraine beat Spain in the international break in the Nations League. So I think that this team will cause really big troubles to Juventus, and both teams to score at 1.9 brings up the best value in this game.
Tan, the mentality of the Juve players, they always want to turn it on when they're in European competition. Can we rely on them? And do you see them getting a result in Kiev?
Yeah, you're right, but is a work in progress. We saw it against Crotone. Cristiano Ronaldo is not there.
Dybala?
Dybala? No. Dybala might start because he had a rough confrontation with the sports director in Crotone, saying, "Why did you bring me over in Crotone if you're not going to play me?" But anyway, there is more youth in this moment than experience in the starting 11 of Juventus. So,
by the way, about the youth, do you like those two players, the very, very young ones? And I'm talking about
Frabotta and Portanova.
Exactly. I don't know. They were very, very poor against the Crotone.
Frabotta, no. I even bought him at Fantasy Football. He seems like, well, they are very young, very, very young.
Yeah.
And you can be young, but already with appearances, they have almost debuted practically. Frabotta is at the moment is a normal backup, let's say, not brilliant, but not even bad. And this is already something. So he's building. Portanova is more an offensive midfielder, let's say. So he's brought to shine, or anyway to be exposed more. And it didn't give anything special, but it's the beginning. It's just the beginning. It's just that maybe they still don't have enough ground for that. But anyway, I think that your tip is perfect. Both teams to score. Dynamo Kyiv, Juventus. This youth this low average of age in Juventus will be exposed in Kiev. And fun fact, 23 years ago, when Andrea Pirlo debuted in Serie A in his career, in professional career in Brescia, and he was 16, it was Mircea Lucescu, the manager of Brescia, who made him debut, which is the twist of life are unbelievable.
Yeah, absolutely amazing.
So have you got a selection here? Where would you lean, Tan?
No, both teams to score seems to me pretty reasonable.
Okay, let's move on then, because this next game, we've got to fade them. We have got to fade them. It's Lazio versus Dortmund. Lazio, I went with them over the weekend thinking that I just went with the value of plus 100, but there's no value in a losing bet, some say, and they got done 3-0 by a very, very average Sampdoria.
Yeah, obviously it's going to be different. Obviously they were distracted by the upcoming debut in Champions. Lazio are back to Champions after 13 years and 3 times failed the access at the playoff. So imagine plus other 3 times arrived at the spot just behind who was qualifying. So imagine how much they have been eager to get to this game. So I don't think should count that much what happened in Genoa. Immobile also was not there. Still, they are not the favorite against Dortmund because anyway, not only the quality mismatch between the two squads, but also for what we have seen in this beginning of the season, Lazio are still not there where they were last year. And also the squad hasn't really been enlarged as it is necessary. Anyway, it is debut with the most difficult home game they could get in their group. So they will play their chances, but knowing that anyway, Dortmund are a lot to take for them. So I would go in with, I've been talking about them all the time without even mentioning them. See, this was the man that was scoring for them a lot in Champions League when they were in Champions League. So I go with both teams to score in Lazio Dortmund.
Okay, both teams to score. Are we expecting Immobile to play?
Yes, totally.
1,000%.
Okay, so that's a massive bonus, and then maybe the Alex Classic comes in, so that's a good time to ask Alex.
Alex Classic.
The Alex Classic.
Yes, absolutely Alex Classic in this one. It's not on my top of the list, but given the fact that many players from both teams are out, and I'm talking about Lazio, Senad Lulic, Luis Felipe, Marusic, Bastos, Stefan Radu on one side. After that, we have Zagadou, Schulz, Schmelzer, Hazard, all injured. So many from their defensive team are missing from both teams, and we know that Immobile will be 1,000% there. I don't know who will join him. Either is Caicedo or I think that Caicedo should maybe Angel Correa. I don't know exactly. But anyway, both teams have great attacking firepower. And Haaland, who was rested in the weekend with Marco Reus, both entered in the 64th minute of the game against Hoffenheim. They combined to score the only goal of the match. There, Haaland is 1,000% starting this match. Someone was asking me why we're not waiting the starting 11 because the coaches might do a rotation of the squad. In Champions League, this is not the case. Maybe in Europa League, we'll talk about in 2 hours with Martin. But in Champions League, you will never see squad rotation. Maybe in the last match, when you know already that you are qualified and you have an important weekend clash. But right now, top of the top, we will see them this week. So yeah, the Alex Classic for me here, not top of my list, but yes, it's a very good bet. Both teams to score, I think that is around at 1.6 there.
Yeah, and again, I think you can put some of these in. I mean, these both teams to score like parlays, because I'm looking down and our next game is Chelsea versus Sevilla. And I'll come to you first, Alex, because you've got the Chelsea shirt on. I see both these teams scoring. I don't think there's a clean sheet here.
Yeah, I see both teams scoring. I see very poor Chelsea defensively. I see Sevilla coming after 1-0 shocking. It was not so shocking if you think about Granada lately. A very organized team, but it was a shame, because in that match, they were a little bit outclassed in a big part of it. I don't know what happened to Sevilla. Everybody was saying about them that they are title contenders. They have an amazing team. And now it's Champions League. Champions League doesn't seem nothing like a domestic match. Nothing. You will see totally different action. And yes, absolutely. Here I'm going for the over 2.5 goals in the match at 1.8. And you see Chelsea struggling. Chelsea, oh my God, that 3-3 against the Southampton, I don't want to even mention it. Looking very, very strong from the middle and up, looking very shaky at the back. Everything is possible, and the way that Sevilla are organized, they might even pull off the upset in this one. I will not put anyone of a draw double chance at 1.84, for Sevilla.
Yeah. And I think this is the type of group, and people have got to understand this, but this is the type of group where a point in the first game for Chelsea and for Sevilla might go down just well with both of them, Tan.
I don't know, because it's clear that it's going to be between them two for the first place. And it makes a huge difference to qualify as first and second. It makes a huge difference for Chelsea, especially because Sevilla, you expect them to be second. So whatever they get more, fine. Chelsea, after the transfers they've done, they can fail. In my opinion, the odds on Chelsea to win are still, obviously they are not high, but anyway, still decent enough. I think they were 1.60 when I watched last time. Because anyway, with all the defensive issues they have shown in Premier League, anyway, in Champions League is different. The kind of focusing is different. The variety of options that Lampard got are more than Lokomotiv. And also, Sevilla as Lazio are still not there where they were. So, if I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but honestly, in my best sleep, as a safe option, I take Chelsea to win at home.
But is a safe option not just both teams to score, which is better than Chelsea to win? As in value, I mean.
You got a point, but I really believe that Chelsea will click in Champions. Again,
okay, well,
maybe I'm wrong.
If you like what Tan says, then it's Chelsea to win and both teams to score. Not for me. I think it might be the Alex Classic, and then you don't care who goes and gets the winner. Move on. This is
sorry. Before you move on, I would like to say that DS Assignment just posted a very nice message. Says, I just want to say thank you for the picks, and I like how your personalities match together. We thank you. Someone said, I'm late. You're never too late. This is on YouTube, so you can take it from the beginning and see everything what we talked till now. Also, someone said, I don't know. My Chelsea losing to Sevilla is not an upset. When someone is, we are calling as an upset someone that are underdogs in terms of odds. The bookies are offering them as underdogs. This is how we are referring to an upset. And I said that I'm not taking anyone from Sevilla draw double chance. If you want to put that, put that. I think that is a valuable tip. And thank you for watching us. 180 live viewers. Flash, do your job.
There's only 48 thumbs up, though. Come on, that's under 30%. Sort yourselves out. See this little thing here? You press it, it goes blue, and it means that you like it. Those people that have pressed the 2 thumbs down, I don't mind that neither, because at least you're doing a little bit. It's a little bit of thumb exercise for you. So anyway, let's move on. Tan, I'm coming to you first. Salzburg versus Lokomotiv. What have you found here, and why is this game amongst these big games?
It is amongst the big games for the odds that are involved.
What have you found?
Because the ones on Salzburg to win, I believe that if we would be more ahead in the Champions League, would never be so high. I think when I saw it was 1.80 European odds. The quality of food.
There is not the price. There is not the same price right now as we are talking. They heard you. Maybe you gave the tip to another YouTube channel or to your radio because it's 1.57 right now. So be careful not to. So be careful not to appear somewhere else before we finish.
Let's play that. Let's play it down.
Satchel money out and putting it on Salzburg.
Let's play it down. Let's say, oh, maybe they can win. Maybe, I don't know. Well, Salzburg are producing constantly and consistently great quality of football. They managed to keep Szoboszlai in the midfield, someone that could go on and be the first backup at Liverpool midfield. While on the other side, Lokomotiv have lost Alexei Miranchuk to join Atalanta. And he was really the man that could really upgrade the Lokomotiv. Yeah. So I believe that, as I said, if this game would come more ahead, the odds would be lower, even if they have lower now. But if I have to take it as one of the safe picks, it was a safe pick with very high odds, now no more so high. But if I have to pick a safe pick, Salzburg to win at home. There is not technically, it's a no contest in my opinion.
Also, Barsaman is saying Salzburg to score in both halves at 2.2.
He loves it, Barca man, though. What about the Salzburg to win and over 1.5 because Lokomotiv have got pace?
Yes, totally.
Listen, Salzburg, they certainly don't keep clean sheets. So surely if you think Salzburg are going to win, then at minus 125, which is like at 4 to 5 or 1.8 on the European odds, then it's Salzburg to win and over 1.5. And then you're not really relying on Lokomotiv scoring. If they do score, then it's just a bonus. But Alex, do you like Salzburg to win this game? And do you think it's over 1.5?
Easily over 1.5. At 1.8, this is where I had them also on my selections, but I saw that the odds went down before I shared the selections with you. So yeah. I'm not touching them at those odds anymore. But yes, maybe you can put them in a parlay bet, if you know what I mean, or this combo. But I also like what Barsaman said. There is the value at 2.2 Salzburg to score in both halves. If they score one in the first half, absolutely they will score also in the second half.
Okay. Well, what about this next game then, Alex? Ajax, 2 years ago, I had them at 66 to 1 and they fell at the final hurdle thanks to Tottenham's miraculous recovery. At home to Liverpool with no Virgil van Dijk.
This is why the odds are so great on Liverpool here because of this minus Virgil van Dijk thing at 1.75. Liverpool are very, very determined to come back to winning ways after that. What happened to them against Leverkusen, against Everton, I'm sorry. Ajax are not the same with the last season. And yes, they still have Tadic, they still have Neres, Klaassen there, Tagliafico, but they are not the same team. Come on, you have to consider that because Liverpool right now are superior to what they were last season, in my opinion, and they will want to attack Champions League this season. Okay, they won the Champions League 2 years ago. They won the Premier League last year. Right now, they look very good. Yes, we know that what happened against Aston Villa. This will not repeat in 100 years, if you ask me. It will never repeat again. And we've seen how they were. I don't know how to say. Someone stole them 2 points in that game. Is it the right thing to say? I think yes, this is the right thing to say. Someone stole 2 points from Liverpool against Everton. This is Champions League. The guys are absolutely running to score goals in this one. Ajax are playing an offensive football. They are opening up at the back. Liverpool love that approach from their opponents. They will go. It will be a high-scoring affair, but I'm just going with Liverpool to win at 1.75.
Yeah, I think you go Liverpool to win and over 1.5, and I think that
if you are going Liverpool to win and over 1.5, you can easily go Liverpool to win and over 2.5 because probably Ajax will find the back of the net too.
Yeah, they're all options for people to take, but I just think that European football suits these Liverpool players so much. And I know I'm biased because I love this player, and for me, he was man of the match in the Champions League final last year. But Thiago Alcantara is the best buy for me to fit into a side. He looks absolutely at home and looks like he's played with Liverpool for the last 10 years. I see Liverpool winning this game, and I see the Champions League suiting Liverpool this season.
Look, before that, what?
I love how you every time you start with look.
I didn't realize. When I start with look, it's because there is something that I agree, but something not completely. So look, before Virgil van Dijk got injured, I was totally with you. I need to see when he will recover. What is the timing to be on?
He won't play again this season.
It's not clear. It's not sure yet.
I'm telling you that he does not play again this season with a torn ACL. The earliest he'll be back is 7 months, and they're not going to rush him back at the end. No chance.
They will do it. Probably will just want to come back on time to play the Euro Championship.
Bring up Kalidou Koulibaly. Come on, it's time to bring him now.
So it probably is the only unreplaceable player for Liverpool, because defensively nobody is at the same level. It's not that nobody's at the same level of him, it's that he's the only world-class defender, marker that Liverpool had between the starter and the backup. While in midfield, in attack, they have plenty of options. So that is if we talk long-term winning the Champions League. But tomorrow at Amsterdam, completely fitting game to Liverpool, wanting to bounce back after what happened in Derby, wanting to react after, because seeing that your skipper, because in some way Van Dijk was the real charismatic skipper of the team with Anderson. So when you see that, you want a reaction also for your moral captain. Ajax are still very interesting and intriguing, but losing Ziyech, Van de Beek, you need time to adjust again. Ten Hag is a great manager, but he's not a magician. So probably for him it's not good to start with this game. 1.75 on Liverpool to win maybe is the best odds overall of this round.
Yeah, I'm a little bit concerned here because Sean Mack saying Liverpool are not going to get Koulibaly. We will not let him go. I didn't know that Koulibaly plays for Dundalk, Sean. You know what I mean? What are you, a Dundalk fan, Atalanta fan? What's going on? Okay, listen, we've got to move on because we've got 12 games. Alex, also, if you can just get your little brain together, because so many people in the chat, remember you are our third guest and we are here for you, that they want to talk about the Zenit game. So if you can just add a little piece right at the very end of the show, and then that will appease the people in the third, or the third guests. Now, Bayern, Atletico, Bayern the champions. I believe, happy to go on record, you know my money's already down, that they win it again, and that's very, very rare, Tan.
Look, see again, there is the look introduction.
Look.
Nobody.
So he never agrees 100% with you. He never does.
Never no, but often no. Look, nobody is at the level of Bayern at the moment, but it's not like how much they score. It's not about how beautiful they are or how much football they produce. It's not about that. It's being a team complete all round, like with all the things in set, all the things in position. But having lost Thiago Alcantara in a long term, so not now, they can even win 6-0 every game in the group stage. We know it's different. But having lost Thiago Alcantara in long term, I think it will take its toll. He has not been replaced. It's true they signed Mark Roca, but Mark Roca will take time to become someone that can lead a team, if he will ever become someone who can lead the team. They have potentiate their power of fire, signing Sané, who is much better than Perisic. But Thiago Alcantara, again, he's irreplaceable. The thing is that all the other real contenders for the title are much far from the level where Bayern is now, even without Thiago Alcantara. But it's a long run. Atletico too, they brought Torreira and Luis Suarez, and their potential can grow a lot, but they still take time. Diego Costa is injured for the next 3 weeks, and I think it's a kind of game where Diego Costa could have been quite valuable. So maybe there will be a time in the season where Atletico can compete with Bayern, but not yet. Not now.
No, I don't see the creativity in midfield. I mean, yes, I would like to see him maybe play you Costa and your Suarez. I know Costa's injured now for the next few weeks, but when he has got them, be positive. Put the young boy João Felix in behind, and you might just have something. But for me, not enough creativity. I'm not saying they won't score against a Bayern side who are struggling to keep clean sheets, Alex.
Anyway, Bayern to win. Bayern to win was my pick, and considering is it 1.60 European odds, I think is still pretty good to take.
Yeah, I agree. What about you, Alex?
I don't know. I don't want to risk nothing here. I hate Simeone's approach. You know me. Joshua Kimmich, personal reasons, is out for this match. Also Sané. I'm a little bit concerned. I would play a parlay bet with under 3.5 in the game, if you ask me. I don't see 4 goals never in this type of game. I see Atletico going in Germany for a point. I think that Simeone will try to return home with 1 point and not to concede goals. A 0-0 will. I think that he will do a party after that to say that with the Champions League winners, I won a point on the road. But yeah, I'm not touching this match. Something makes me feel, I don't know. No play.
Okay, maybe even go with draw half time if there's a bit of value there. It might be a slow burner, this one, and we'll see maybe Bayern just win it, maybe 1 or 2-0, 2-1 second half. Almost goals in the second half. I expect it to be very cagey early on, so most goals in the second half could be the way to go. Now, Midtjylland versus Atalanta. So we've got to go to you, Alex, but please try and keep it down to a couple of rounds.
Absolutely. No, nothing to do. Yes, Atalanta coming after that 4-1 defeat against Napoli. Napoli outplayed them with their weapons, exactly with their weapons. Lozano, brilliant. Osimhen, absolutely stunning. He's making the difference there in Napoli's attack. Atalanta with Ilicic, but Ilicic very, very poor when on his debut since returning. Okay. Gasperini said this is the only good news of that match, that Ilicic played, and he played decent. I don't think that he played decent. I think that none of them played decent. I'm a little bit sad because Napoli could have scored in that second half and could have landed a brilliant 2.4 both teams to score in the second half, and also the over 1.5 goals in the second half for 10 to go 5-0, but they didn't. Midtjylland, an unpredictable side, doing miracles in their league, but their league is not Champions League. Atalanta in their second season in Champions League, Midtjylland in their first. So this is the debut of the Danish team in Champions League. And I think that we will see a very, very entertaining match with a lot of goals. So the Alex Classic in this game at 1.8 is my banker for this round. Both teams to score and over 2.5 goals. I'm scared a little bit to take Atalanta. I think that was a wake-up call for Gasperini and the company after that 4-1 defeat. But I think that they will concede on the road in the first match.
I can't believe you're not going about Atalanta at minus 1.5 on the Asian handicap or minus 1 on the European, because Midtjylland, they would never have seen a side like this Atalanta. I look at Atalanta the other day, I'm watching the game and I'm going, you're already on that plane. You're already. I'm
telling you, don't complicate yourself there. Don't complicate. I see there is a not value there on the minus 1.5. Minus 1.5. I think that is a buster. I think that many people will lose money. I don't know.
Well, you think this is a 2-1, 3-2?
Yeah, something like maybe 3-1. Maybe 3-1. And
3-1 gets you paid.
Yes. But you cannot read in the stars. This is what I'm saying to you. Okay. I don't want to risk it. This is why I'm playing the Alex Classic.
Okay, Tan. Atalanta have got to put that performance against Napoli right to the back of their minds, because I believe that when I was watching them the other day, they was already thinking Champions League.
No, totally. If I'm not mistaken, because this is not part of my main picks, but if I'm not mistaken, Atalanta to win is at 1.50, right?
1.54.
Just go with that. Just go with that.
Just go with that. Put it in with others, eh? Okay. Well, let's go to a game.
Don't complicate it. When you find Atalanta winning at Midtjylland at 1.44, don't complicate it.
No. Okay. We like don't complicate it. So this is a game where certain people might complicate it. Not for me. I think this is a complete mismatch, and it's PSG versus Man United. I love this game. I think that, listen, both teams have pace, but when you've got a defence like Man United, PSG must rip them to shreds, Tan.
Totally. And also, the PSG had many players out for coronavirus, but they are all back. And from the way they have played in the league, you can see that they are getting back to their football, while Man United, we still don't know what we are talking about. One moment they seem to be reliable. The other moment it seems like to jump back to a couple of years ago, even 3, even 6 years ago. As you mentioned, the defense. I don't know what is the issue in Manchester about signing for so much money defenders that you can never be sure about whether they were red or they were blue.
I don't know what you mean, Tan. I don't know what you mean.
50, 60, 70 million for defenders that they are you can never be sure about. Doesn't matter if they play for United or City.
Whom you are talking about, Tan?
all the City and United defenders, each one of them, not a single one of them. Listen, guys. Think about how much every single starting defender of United and City have costed. Not a single one of those 8 would be in the top 11 or the top 22 in Europe. And they are the most expensive defender in Europe. It's crazy. And in Champions League, you always see that is exposed. How many times we have seen Manchester City paying their guilt for choosing the wrong defenders and doing those mistakes. Well, Manchester United.
I tell you the big thing, Tan. I tell you the big thing about European football and defending. You need to have pace, because nearly every
need to have also
side
quality in
has
defending.
Quick, sharp strikers who are going to expose you. And I could put a couple of them Man United centre-backs, and I won't name them, in a race full of 10, 50-year-olds, and they wouldn't win it. They would not win that race. So for me, I've seen on here, someone said PSG minus 1.5 at plus 165. I've also seen just plus 1 at plus 100. I see
minus
PSG
1
winning this game. Oh, wow. Listen, Alex.
But
go on, Tan.
Exactly. The odds on Paris Saint-Germain to win European were 1.75, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Even that.
They dropped to 160.
Okay.
Again, don't complicate it. There's quite a good parlay coming up here, you know. I think we could have a little rundown at the end. Alex?
Yeah, absolutely. No, it's not in my selections, but yeah, 1.6 is a very good parlay bet for PSG to win against United. But also the over 2.5 goals in the match is another good parlay bet, which is right around 1.6. So again, maybe PSG and over 2.5 goals in the match at around even money pays good.
Okay, what about Olympiacos versus Marseille? Marseille, obviously, we have an affinity with them because my old teammate Chris Waddle and Papan and Bolly, they always there in the early 90s. Are they gonna resurrect, or is it just Olympiacos who don't let any goals in at home? And if they're going to get any points in the Champions League, it's always at home.
Yeah, I think that Olympiacos is a very organized team, and probably they will have a defensive approach. They are good going forward. They are great on the break. But I mean, Marseille is the type of team that if you give them the ball, they can produce some magic moments. And quality-wise, there is no question. When you have Thauvin, when we have Payet, when you have Germain, Cuisance, Camara. So all around, Marseille should win this game. Payet was and Villas-Boas. Very important to say that Villas-Boas is a great manager with a lot of experience. So when I see Marseille with Drono bet at 2.1, that means if we have a draw game, we will take our money back. I must take that because the value is incredible. A little bit of a stake on just a straight win will be great, but I will not complicate it. At 3.6, that is Marseille to win. No, sorry. At 3.2 is Marseille to win, but at 2.1 with Drono bet, it looks incredible. I don't see how it's possible them to lose this game away in Athens.
I just think it's an unders game. I think that this is so cagey. Tan, I look at this and think to myself, I wouldn't be surprised if this is 0-0 or 1-0. I don't care who to.
You aren't wrong. See, I didn't start with Luke. It's a tactical, it's a Portuguese tactical competition. Pedro Martins on Olympiacos bench, Andre Villas-Boas on Marseille bench. It's an Olympic game because it's Olympiacos against Olympique. But yes, Olympiacos are boring, I would say, boring. Balbuena probably will look forward to do a great game. It's not part of my picks, but anyway, you see that Marseille are upgrading step by step.
Yes.
They are in a good process. And considering the odds,
like the coronavirus.
Well, hopefully not. But as the odds, even if it's not part of my picks, but the odds on Marseille are so good that if you feel you want to risk a bit, so Marseille to win is already good enough.
Okay, well, this next one is an absolute banker for me. I see Inter butchering Gladbach, Tan. I'm happy to go with the minus for Inter. I don't see Gladbach scoring. This is one of them games that I think to myself, this Inter win to 0. And that's a strange thing to say when Inter, they don't keep clean sheets.
Always dangerous.
I can't disagree more with you. In this moment, Inter are really struggling to shut the defense. Skriniar is still out for coronavirus. Bastoni has been made available yesterday because he had a second negative test. He will start to train from today. Probably will be played because Kolarov was dreadful in the derby. Mönchengladbach, they are that German team that is never receding from trying to score. And that is fitting good for Inter if we look into winning the game. But anyway, even if it's not part of my picks, I prefer anyway both teams to score in this one.
Okay, I'm Inter. I'm even going to say Inter and Lukaku to score. I know that Francisco, he's gone with Inter and over 1.5. I just see Inter being, suits them down to the ground. And Gladbach, I just think they're going to get absolutely butchered, Alex.
I mean, to have Lukaku against Elvedi and Ginter they will have he will have a party in this game against the Gladbach. At least to see how many assists he will be offered. But if Lukaku will receive the ball many times, I think that it will be a party. Even 2 goals he can score on his own. But I will go with the over 2.5 goals in this one at 1.72. I think that Gladbach, they were big disappointment for me against Wolfsburg. To see them being in many parts of the game running for the ball, to get the ball, and not giving Wolfsburg scoring 2 free goals against a dreadful Wolfsburg.
Dreadful. They don't look after the ball well enough.
Exactly.
I mean, I've watched the game intently. They keep giving the ball away. They were rushing. You give this Inter side at home, they will be on you. And I just think this is the easiest game on the card. So that means get on Gladbach, I guess, Alex.
Get on Inter, but a huge parlay here, 3-4 teams, and imagine that most of the teams are playing home, like Inter, PSG, Bayern, Salzburg. Many teams are playing at home, and I think that this will be a great parlay. But we'll talk about it at the end. I'm going over 2.5 goals at 1.72.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I don't blame you at all. But don't Inter and over 1.5 for me. Inter maybe win to 0 just for a little shekel. Now Leipzig versus Basaksehir. Alex.
Oh my God, this is a mismatch. I think that I don't think that it will be a crazy amount of goals in this one. But RB Leipzig and their experience and their international experience, European experience after all, because they enjoyed the absolutely amazing Champions League experience last season. They are great in Bundesliga. They are clinical, if I can say that. They are missing a striker still, but all the other boys are absolutely great with shots from 20 meters, from 16 meters, absolutely crazy. And I really like them. Again, we talked about them every single time. Also, Tan, also myself are saying that they are starting really well the matches. They are pressing high, suffocating their opponent, and they will try to make their life easier. This is the type of game I'm seeing. Again, half-time, full-time for me at 1.72 RB Leipzig to win.
Okay, well, half-time, full-time at 1.72. That doesn't seem to be complicating it at all, Tan.
To be honest, when I saw that in the bookmakers were giving 150, 155 on Leipzig simply to win, I said, okay, wow, seriously? It wouldn't be the same as it goes on in the Champions League. So even that is good enough. Even
1.25 right now.
Oh,
wow, that's
okay.
4 to
So
1
I don't take it anymore in my pick.
I don't know what you did in the morning. I don't want to ask you what you did in the morning. You went on radio live. You told all the teams that you want to share with us here at SBR, and the odds dropped significantly.
He had a big bag of money like this, Alex.
You are losing our followers' money. What you did?
It's like this.
I'm doing what? I'm doing
Leipzig.
what? I'm losing your followers' money. I'm doing what?
Because listen to what he's saying. He's saying,
young man, you better watch your words.
Okay. Whoa.
What Alex is saying, Tan, is that if you didn't go and put all your followers and all your hard-earned money on the likes of Leipzig and Bayern and Liverpool, then we would still be able to get the 1.5. But because you did that, it's now 1.25. So there's
in Italian it sounds different, and without espresso, it's totally
exactly.
different.
It's that your Romanian nose is too big and you put in other business.
Okay. So listen, let's before we have a little look at the Zenit game that I've not put up on the board because it's just a request. Let's go to you, Tan, and it's Rennes versus Krasnodar. Krasnodar, they're becoming a regular fixture in the Champions League, and this is a tough old game to pick.
Then are the thing I want to watch in this Champions League in a different level. Camavinga is the next big thing in the world football.
Yep.
Is what kind of guy that in 2 years could be the star of a big club, not joining a big club. Maybe that probably will happen next year. The star of a big club. And is that guy, Rennes is a good team overall, but Camavinga by himself is that guy that by himself can let a team go to the next level, whether for Rennes the next level is being someone that is competing to enter Europa League spot in France and qualifying to Champions League. So I don't risk to say what are the odds on this game because they are changing too quickly.
Yeah, and that's why I didn't put them up. That's the reason, because obviously I have to prepare this show on a Sunday afternoon or Sunday evening, or even very early on a Monday morning.
Great odds on a home win.
They are still great. Okay, perfect.
1.84.
So you want to be with Rennes, do you?
Totally. It's unbelievably good. It's very good.
Tan?
Yeah. I like this Rennes side. They were very poor last year in Europa League, but this year they picked up, and I hate Ligue 1, but some of the game I watch, and Rennes are one of the teams that I'm following. I like to see where some of the players will arrive in the future, like in the winter break or in the summer transfer window. And he made a great comment about some of their players. So home win here against the Krasnodar side that are not traveling well in the European Cups. If it will be an away match for Rennes, I wouldn't take it. But at home, I will take that 1.84.
The problem I have, though, is Krasnodar, this is not their first rodeo, and they can score goals. I think maybe the Alex Classic's involved, and I don't care who wins. I definitely don't see this being a tight game, so over 2.5 may also be it. Now, I'm gonna just throw this out here. In future, when we do the Champions League, instead of you saying to me, there's no Barcelona, there's no Man City, there's no Real Madrid. Listen, I've just there's 12 games. I'm adding Zenit for you, 13. We haven't got 3 hours for this show. We're trying to give you all the picks and all the value. There's no value in them games. Maybe Man City.
What to talk about Barcelona, Ferencvaros? Excuse me.
No, but anyway, we're not. Talk to me about the Zenit game, please.
Yeah, Zenit game. I don't know. I'm seeing over in terms of goals. I think that Club Brugge are going for the win there. I see that Club Brugge are a very good team. Zenit at home are absolutely stunning. But we are talking about their domestic league. Also, they have more experience in this competition than Club Brugge. So what to say here? I think that either you are playing over 2.5 goals, either you are playing Zenit to win, because last year we've seen Zenit beating Lyon at home 2-0.
Yeah, Zenit half-time, full-time. Move on, Alex.
1.75, not half-time, full-time. Straight win.
Yeah, okay, just straight to win. Tan, you agree? Tick?
Totally. It actually was
brilliant.
one
right.
that fell out of my picks. But then
okay, listen, I cannot stay here any longer because Tan's got another 75 interviews to do. I want to let him go. I thank him for being late as usual. And
exactly.
Thank you
it's
very much.
It's actually the first time I'm late because I
Can we mute Tan because he's itching to have a go at me? Thank you very much. For everyone in the chat, and if you like this video, then please subscribe, press the button, and ring the bell. Ring the bell means that we will notify you. Tan, if you subscribe, we can notify you and let you know what time we start as well. So,
now everyone will have a go at you because you don't have a nice graphic with all our selections. You know.
Listen, I don't care. Okay, press the link in the description, and
it's not the only thing you don't care about.
I'd have a little look at the articles that the boys have wrote for Champions League, Europa League, and all the soccer around Europe and every other sport that we cover on SBR. Listen, it's been great. Good luck on Tuesday and Wednesday in the Champions League. If you join us in just over an hour, we're going to have Martin.
The parlay. Oh, the parlay. You said that you have a parlay.
Oh, what? Do you want me to add a parlay now? Well.
Yeah, you said PSG.
No, I will not.
You said PSG. You said Salzburg. You said Bayern.
Alex, you put the parlay on the SBR Picks Twitter page, and people will get it there.
Okay.
You need to go to toilet. Say the truth, Flash. You need to
I will have a nice cup of coffee. You're doing me head in the area.
You need to rush to the toilet. Say the truth.
Okay, I'm going to let these two go now, but you can join us for the Europa League with Alex and Martin. And we're going to just calm down for an hour, get our thoughts. If you want the parlay, get over and have a look on the Twitter page of SBR Sports Picks. Good luck Tuesday and Wednesday. There's plenty of winners there for you. And we'll see you again soon. You take care.
Campeon.
Da, 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 da.